Sir. Thank you, sir. There are many people who are hungry in terms of making investments into Andhra Pradesh. I'll pick some of them, sir, as you wish to. JCB, a company which is expanding in India and exporting to 120 countries from India. Deepak, your plans and your thoughts or a question?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chief Minister. First of all, it is very heartening to see your vision of creating a city grounds up. You said the earlier venture was brownfield and now it is greenfield. Sir, I am taking over as President of Indian Construction Equipment Manufacturers Association. Today from India we are exporting machines all around the world. It is a great opportunity for us to use our latest world-class technology machines to help not only build Amravati but do it in a fastest period of time. There's so many new technologies that we are introducing. I will take you up on your point about coming and updating you. We'd like to come down and do that. I think it's a great opportunity for all of us, but more importantly to expedite the construction of that whole project. And obviously, sir, along with this, every JCB or similar machine sold creates 6 jobs in rural India. So every machine sold there will also create an opportunity. We'll connect through CI and also see about the skill development part, how we can work and sort of create rural entrepreneurs who can benefit from this whole infrastructure boom that you are creating. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. You have to, one example I'm telling you. I started around 97, 98, National Academy of Construction. At that time in India, no big convention centers also. That is the concept we introduced at the time. Andhra construction companies are more. Even not now, from the beginning. That is the place where now convention center attached to hotel, exhibition halls and construction material display and also all equipment bank we started at that time. Either so many people are having equipment, you can give it to that bank, you can deposit. Then whenever there is a need, anybody, without purchasing, they can use that equipment in real time. And also training of skilled labor and contractors. That is the concept I have done. I am very happy. With that concept, we built Hyderabad. Now we are building Greenfield city, one of the best city. Not only benefiting me, you can market by showing Amravati we have built. That you can do it tomorrow. I will be very happy to associate with you. You come at any time, guide me. I will introduce all latest technologies and also equipment. I wanted to complete record time phase 1. Phase 1 is 3 years. With innovative ideas, we'll build. Even international airport, everything I'm doing, the best city and futuristic city, another hundreds of years, that will be the city we have seen after independence. No city has built. Only Chandigarh, that is only city of administration, not for commercial, all these things. This is the where sports, you name everything will be there. That is how I am going to build. I will be very happy to associate. You come, we'll work it out.
Sir, because you spoke about the youth and the demography, and also you spoke about investments and CSR, especially CSR. I'll request Shashwat Goenka to pose his question. He wanted.
Good evening, sir. It was truly heartening to see your blueprint for Andhra Pradesh. And so we've been invested in the state with our retail venture and now investing there with renewable as well. But sir, probably representing one of the younger members in the room here today, my question to you is, what is your vision for empowering the youth of Andhra Pradesh? Not just in terms of employment, but in terms of allowing them to become change makers, entrepreneurs and global citizens, say over the next decade?
That is where I am giving a call. 25 years back, I asked parents to give better education for the children. continuously I used to motivate. Then they got into IT. Today I am very happy. All over the world, our IT professionals are there. For that, I will give one small example. Recently, everybody is aware, previous government arrested me. At that time, 53 days, all over the world, around 80 countries, all IT professionals have demonstrated continuously for 53 days, nearly 80 countries. That is the best example showcasing what I have given employment or how I empowered them. It is an amazing experiment. Now, I am thinking, always I am talking, don't be always job seeker, be job provider. You be an entrepreneur. It is possible, and also think globally, act globally. Distance is not the constraint. You can be in West Bengal or Andhra Pradesh or Kerala, start global companies. It is going to happen. Only vision, execution, leadership. That is important. That is where I am saying Global Leadership Center. If you can prepare 4 or 5 or inspire 4 or 5 leaders, everybody will inspire. Multiplier effect it will go. Employment automatically it will be solved. That is my vision. I will make it. Another 10 years you are going to see different India and also different Andhra Pradesh.
Your answers are sharper than the questions. An old friend of yours, sir, who has worked with you you talked about mid-90s. He was on the CII team at that point in time, leading the area of infrastructure, which he still does. Vinayak.
Good evening, sir. I remember the mid-90s working with you and traveling all over, Singapore, Malaysia, and I recall all that you said. So I had heard your vision then, and I'm hearing your vision now, always ahead of the curve. My compliments, sir.
Thank you.
The question I have for you is that while there are the top frontline states in this country are all falling over each other to attract investments. They're rolling out the red carpet in so many different ways. Viability gap fund, incentive, free land, free utilities, waiver of local taxes, all kinds of packages are being offered, and this is called today competitive federalism. In this milieu, where many states are offering all kinds of incentives and attractions for attracting industry, how do you think competitive federalism will play out specifically vis-a-vis your vision of being at the front line of attracting investments?
No, I am very happy your question. Recently some friends, I don't want to refer them, I don't want to expose them. They came and told me, sir, 20 years back, we used to go to different states, different leaders. Straight away they used to say, what CBN is doing, you do same thing for me. That was the demand at that time. Sir, now there are some changes in India. They are asking some specific areas for development. That is the change. At the same time, there are so many brands, only few brands will have value. That is, if you see China, they are having a problem. Some brands, global brands are there. It is always marketing. That is the brand we are having in Andhra Pradesh. That is where CBN is a brand. This is where I am requesting all of you. There is a proof of concept. So, you come and test. Credibility will come over a period of time, not overnight. That is where I stand better than others in competition. Being equal with all the other parameters, my performance will be much, much better. So I am requesting you, you tested me. I have done so many things at that time. I brought so many things for this great nation. Even telecommunication sector. Every day there is a scope for improvement. We will improve. always apple is apple. That is how it is going to happen.
Honorable Chief Minister, I think this answer you have given could not have been better, and only you could have given this kind of answer.
No, what I'm saying, in a competitive world, everybody will compete. There is no second thought. As you rightly mentioned, I started promoting PPP. Now we are promoting PPP with viability gap funding with 20 years or 15 years. Now we are going next step, viability also on the basis of, for example, there is a road, R&B roads. I wanted to go 50,000 kilometers PPP, depending on traffic. Basing on traffic enhancement or not meeting the requirements, I will pay money. If you get more money, you give me some share in that. That is the models we are creating continuously. Ultimately, sometimes this also I'm telling you, sometimes it happen. Roads, we assumed 9% growth rate. Because of 9%, people have bidded more competitive price. Actually, India has grown 7%, 6.5%. Some of the companies have become non-performing. They have become sick. That is where governments has to create a policy to handhold or rescue them. That is not the fault of entrepreneur. That is the fault of external factors. Sometimes government decisions, this is performance, this is where we have to do proper policies. That is where I am saying ultimately public policy is very important. That is where I am assuring you, compared to others, timely intervention will be there.
And Honorable Chief Minister, it is with that thought in mind about the point you made on performance, we know it from the past, that is what motivated me to actually say we are going to invest, because we have seen how you have transformed in the past, and we are seeing the speed with which Andhra Pradesh is now transforming. And this has all been very encouraging to all of us. I think it's the last session of this summit, but the energy is no less than the first session, or maybe even more, and we could have continued for a much longer time, but we are thankful that you spent so much of time with us. And as Chandradeep said, we don't want to delay a very important event that has to happen at 6 o'clock. So on behalf of all of us, thank you very much. Please join me in thanking the Honorable Chief Minister.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for being here. May I now request President CII to hand over a token of appreciation to the Honorable Chief Minister. And for the grand finale, can we have a round of applause, thundering applause, please, from everybody? And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we close the Annual Business Summit 2025. Thank you for being with us. You've been a great audience. Thank you very much.